Have you been vaccinated?
No, sir, I have not.
Will you get vaccinated?
No, sir, I won't.
Why?
Because I don't trust it and I don't know what's in them.
This is the uphill battle we face as Americans.
This is their new hoax. We have lost nobody to coronavirus.
Through the spread of disinformation.
There will be no lockdowns.
Gotta thank the president for his support of Florida.
Make America great again.
Let me tell you this, if you're coming after the rights of parents in Florida, I'm standing in your way.
The failed leadership of Republicans.
Florida has more COVID cases than 30 states combined. Doctors say patients there are much younger than before, getting sick at a faster rate and staying on ventilators longer.
You know, in some states, thousands of people, nobody young.
And the intentional misguidance to their fellow Americans.
In Florida, the people fighting to breathe include a lot of small, little children. Because Florida now leads the country in these pediatric hospitalizations of children.
Below the age of 18, like nobody.
The lies.
You should assume that we're going to see pediatric intensive care units all across the South completely overwhelmed. We somehow have to get the word out to parents that this Delta is something different. It is picking off young people like we've never seen.
It is beyond frustrating to watch the endless death occurring here in the U.S., mainly coming out of the South, where Republicans have a firm, deathly grip on their constituents, which makes this all the more incredible.
At Mississippi's largest university, Ole Miss, everyone in the football program, all 240 players, coaches, and staff are fully vaccinated.
Just gave all our players, coaches, and all our employees education and brought in outside doctors to come in. And we did not make anyone do anything, but was really proud of our team, starting with our coaches and our entire staff did it a while back so that our players knew how important it was.
Lane Kiffin, former coach of the Raiders, USC Trojans, Tennessee Volunteers, Florida Atlantic, Bama offensive coordinator, and now the head coach at Ole Miss, is clearly working wonders. In a state where Governor Tate Reeves, a key Trump ally, espouses his anti-science rhetoric on the regular and refuses mask mandates while simultaneously starting a war with trans youth.
Mississippi at the bottom when it comes to vaccinations. Most hospitals are at or near capacity there.
The state grappling with COVID is seeing hospitals overwhelmed. Per local media, parking lots are being converted. Many experts have called this a Band-Aid on the problem. Lee McCall, CEO of Neshoba County General Hospital, tweeted a desperate plea for help to Governor Reeves on Tuesday, saying the hospital's staff are all at our breaking point. Reeves' rebuttal, he thinks the state should move on, adding folks should not wear a mask if it makes them feel uncomfortable. It is failed leadership in a state Delta is winning against our countrymen. Reeves, a man who appears to have lost to Benny the Jet in backyard baseball, mocked reporters wearing masks despite being vaccinated. These are the folks responsible for an insane amount of disinformation leading to a lack of vaccinations with their constituents. Don't just take my word for it. Take Cornell University researchers analyzing 38 million English language articles about the pandemic. They found that President Trump was the largest driver of the infodemic. About 97% of the new cases in the state are in unvaccinated people, and the vast majority of deaths following the new cases will be in unvaccinated people, he said. Daily hospitalizations in the state are at their highest since the start of the pandemic. Even Kiffin owned it, saying it's hard to get the 100% vax rate to happen with his team. We're in a state that's dead last in vaccination rates. He told WTVY he hopes everyone who comes to games this season gets vaccinated. I know it's controversial to say, but it's the right thing to do. Of course, it's not controversial. Is it controversial to not run red lights? Is it controversial to not drive drunk? The recklessness Republicans have enabled is mind-boggling as they themselves are vaccinated. I have empathy for Kiffin, who must handle his fan base with kid gloves on because Tate Reeves goes mask off to kill more locals. It's a stark contrast in leadership, with Kiffin reaching the pinnacle of success and Reeves, a Trump cohort, failing miserably.